Eventually, Harper Zomer came up to me and all right, what's good, everyone? I see everyone's talking about their glow house experience, so I'm going to be talking about mine. I'd like to start off by saying I wasn't on the list and I did get in. I literally just walked up to the table. Security was cool. Tittle was cool. They just told me to fill out this form and I was able to get in. Once I arrived, once you walk in, like up the elevator, there's like a bunch of free stuff from Self and Echoberry. So you like filled up this glow house bag and you made yourself a little bag and stuff. So one of the first people I saw, because I didn't actually arrive with Alexis, I saw Alexis earlier that day, but I didn't go with her. So that was like the first person I went up to. I went and saw my little boo thing. She looked beautiful, all that good stuff. I think one of the like first few influencers I probably saw was Aiden, and Aiden came up to me. Aiden came up to me and he was like, "Do I look the same as I look on TikTok?" Like, he was like, "Do I look the same in person?" I was like, "Yeah, bro, like you look the same." Like, he's not chop shit, Jack. He's not chop shit. He's like, so I mean, I'd do it. No, I'm trolling. But after that, I think I kind of met like the rest of the group. Embry was really cool. I think Embry came up to me, I want to say, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, hey," we've been mutuals on TikTok for a minute now. She's like, "Oh my gosh, hey, it's whatever. It's good to meet you." She gave me a hug. So yeah, I met that whole little group. I met Caesar, all of them were really chill. Later on in the party, I eventually met Paul, and he was an absolute no, I'm just kidding. But Paul was cool as hell. He was making a TikTok with someone actually when I walked up to him, so I didn't want to bother him, so I figured I'd just find him later in the night and say what's up to him and ask him to make a TikTok, which I did if you go look on my page. Also, I've been mutuals with him for a while, so like the people I went up to, I've been mutuals with for a while. I don't think this is anyone at the Glow House's fault, but like just the way I'm wired, like I didn't go up to anyone I don't really know, like, or don't really talk to, I'll say, because like I just didn't, like, I feel like I'm bothering people, so I just didn't go up to anyone that I don't already talk to, because I didn't want to, bother them. Eventually, Harper Zomer came up to me and she apologized for all that stuff, and yeah, she was chill. She asked for a picture and we took our picture. We actually are cool, like we follow each other back now. So I mean, yeah, she's really chill. But yeah, Harper's great. Harper's cool. Other than that, I think that's kind of everything. If you guys want a part 2, I can like follow up on like more in detail. But yeah, just let me know. Another widely talked about thing is why Piper and Capri didn't get into the party. All right, everyone's asking for a part 2 story time of the Glow House party, so I'm going to be addressing rumors that are going around about the Glow House party. So I think the best way to start this off is talking about everyone not being sober at the Glow House party. So I just want to start off by saying that's kind of almost completely impossible. Obviously, people can pregame and stuff like that for a party, but security checked everyone's bag. So like if you had literally anything in your bag that you were not supposed to go in the building with, it was taken out and thrown out. Now again, obviously people can pregame, but you got to think the party was 5, almost 6 hours long. So unless you get, I don't think that is going to last you an entire party. I wasn't really going to bring this up, but apparently they already addressed it and they tried to make it seem like I was embarrassed. But my manager, or a manager, went up to Aya Tanhali, and he told me to make a TikTok with her. So he's standing right there and I'm standing right here, and I walk up to her and I'm like, "Yo, let's do a TikTok." And she's like, "I can't, I have a boyfriend." And I was like, "Okay, cool." I literally said, "Okay, cool," and walked away. I don't know if she wanted me to like sit there and beg her to make the TikTok, or if her ego's just high. She said I was embarrassed and she felt so bad. I wasn't embarrassed. There's a million other TikTokers at the party. I understand someone not wanting to make a TikTok. Like, that's 100% understandable. I never felt embarrassed, upset, or any of the following things. Another widely talked about thing is that influencers were ignoring smaller people, or they wouldn't take pictures with them. My only like rebuttal to this is, because I don't know, it didn't personally happen to me, is there was a lot of people there and a lot was going on. Like, I know literally one of my friends asked me to make a TikTok and I had got sidetracked because there's so much going on. Like, there's so much just happening all at once, and not everyone can process all of that. Like, personally, I couldn't process everything that was going on at once. Like, I got overstimulated. So much going on at once. Like I was saying, literally one of my friends asked me to make a TikTok and I was like, "All right, hold on, give me a second, I'll be right back." Got away, got sidetracked, totally forgot until I saw them again. Once I saw them again, I was like, "Okay, let's do this. Let's get this done real quick so we can like continue moving." And that's one of my literally IRL friends that like I talk to. So there would be no like, "Oh, he did this just to do this," or whatever. Another widely talked about thing is why Piper and Capri didn't get into the party. I honestly have no comment on that. The only thing I can say is that it didn't seem full. There was plenty of space. I don't see 2 more people couldn't come. Like I said, I wasn't on the list and I got in, so I'm not sure with that. All around though, most of the rumors that are going around about the party just simply aren't true, and I'm not one to advocate for those things if they were happening. So I'm just speaking from personal experience, speaking from what I saw, what I've heard, and yeah. Let me know if you guys want a part 3 where I actually go in detail on like more of what happened at the party.
Glow House debrief from my point of view. First person I want to talk about is Embry. I keep seeing her getting compared to Regina George, and I'm like, no, like literally could not be further from the truth. Her and her mom, oh my god, the Southern hospitality is out of this world. She is so sweet, such a kind soul. Like you can just see like so much light in her. Like she is so sweet. Next is Gianna. I talked with Gianna a little over like a month and a half ago for the first time, and guys, she is such a sweetheart. Truly, the passion she has for young people and young girls and empowering them is insane. Like she actually gets emotional thinking about like what they're doing and making sure everything's okay. 99% of the girls I talk to is so kind. Nothing like the hype house influencers. May I just tell you, those experiences live rent-free in my head. Something I also want to talk about is the guys. So I was like trying to figure out who I wanted to interview. It was very like chaotic. There were so many people. I saw this one guy mainly because he was the tallest guy there. And he was not dressed up. Mind you, the entire theme of the event was like old Hollywood Glow House launch party. You want to know what he was wearing? And you want to know something even worse? I'll get to it. He was wearing jeans, okay? Jeans, blue frayed jeans. And I talked to him for like a second, and I very much got like the arrogant vibe. He kind of gave off like what Jaden Hossler like in the Sway House gave off, like that energy, which is like, but I was like, okay, maybe I'll still interview him. Nope. Absolutely not. There was this one girl who came with her boyfriend. They were both so sweet. Her boyfriend dressed up. He looked so good. He was very on theme, okay? You want to know what the tall guy in the jeans said? He literally started making fun of the guy who dressed up. Like, why would you dress like that? It's a theme, and it's actually a nice thing to do. What really bugged me is he was like belittling a guy who showed up for his girlfriend, was filming for her, dressed up, and was so kind to everyone he spoke to. And then this guy, out of nowhere, just decides to be a hater. Like, I'm sorry, that it angers me. But like Paul, for example, Paul was so nice. I didn't get to interview him, but I talked to him for a second, and then I actually met his mom at Air One, and like also Kenzie was there. It was so funny. But I kid you not, these people are so nice. I do want to take some accountability though for anyone who felt like they couldn't go up and talk to an influencer, because that is like hard. Like it is such a stressful, like you're just overthinking everything. You're like, should I? Like I don't want to bother them, but like, oh my god, like I should do this. Like it's just like a little war inside your head. And I want to figure out a way to solve that for the next event, because I am so proud of the Glow House team. I got to work really closely with them, and we hear you guys, we are listening, and I want to make sure we figure out a way to kind of solve that. It's just so hard because friend groups always like to stick together, you know, and there's like nothing wrong with that. Like they feel comfortable with each other, but we want to make sure everyone can talk to each other and socialize and feel like a part of something big, because you are. Even if you're just watching this and you didn't go to the event, like you are a part of the Glow House. You are what makes the Glow House by supporting it. It makes the Glow House team and the girls be able to donate money. They donated like $10,000 to the women's shelter. They went to a food bank. Like this is like the best content house I have ever seen, and I can say that so confidently because I've seen the Sway House. I have seen the Hype House. Those people, not all of them, I don't mean it like that, but a lot of the people in those houses were honestly so rude and disrespectful. I can confidently say that for the boys in the Sway House. I have heard some awful things, and I am like, what kind of human would say that to another human? But that's another story. But the Glow House is killing it, and this was the first event, you guys. Like, we're gonna make things better. Gianna is so proud of what she's building, and she is so excited to make it even better. This is something that's going to continue to grow and glow. Oh my god. But we want to make sure that everyone feels included, and I am so sorry if you didn't. That was not our intention. Another thing is, I saw like, where are the parents at? Where are the parents? Like, come get your kid. They were there. Like, if they were under the age of 18, even if it was by one day, okay, their parent had to chaperone them the entire time at the event, okay? So the parents were there. We wanted to make sure it was a very safe environment. There was so much security. There's a lot of like legal stuff that goes into throwing these events also, like a lot, may I just say. It's unfortunate, but also kind of a good thing to make sure everyone's safe. This was a real full-on event, and the team put so much work into it. Gianna did, the girls did, you did for supporting us. Like, seriously, just liking one of the videos supports the Glow House mission. So this was the first event, and there will be so many more. Gianna is working so hard on new ideas and new ways to involve more people. I will say though, to the kid wearing the jeans, you're rude. Don't be rude. Learn from your mistakes. Don't belittle someone because they dressed up, okay? And also, you're not cooler than anyone, okay? Okay. Thank you for watching, and I'm so grateful I got to interview some of the girls. I wish I got to interview more. Next time though, I got you. And I will ask even better questions. It's just the start.